All right, we're live here. Fatboy FadeAway, episode 233. Joining us Sunday morning, Tyler McGurk. Not in Disneyland. He's at a wedding. I feel like, is it just me or does it seem like he's been going to a lot of weddings? My sister's included. That's three, I think, Tyler, over the last 3 months. That's impressive. Hopefully, you're chipping away at the friend group, so don't have to go to him for life over there. So he'll see where he's at with that. You're not feeling with weddings. Everybody's very celebratory, but then leading up to it, even if it's not, you're like, man, 3 hours. I got to go to this place for the wedding. Or am I being a jerk? Am I being a jerk?
It depends on the food selection.
The food selection. All right, they got a little salmon, chicken, or a little pasta. Is that a good selection for three meals?
I'm staying home.
Oh no, Johnson, you're salmon man, right? You like a little salmon?
Yeah, I like salmon. I know remember the Step Brothers and said, "I told you 3 times I didn't want the salmon."
That's good. That's good. Yeah, the food selection is a key to success when you're getting people. Would you say that's more important, or the open bar element is the more?
If you're an eater or a drinker,
the open bar element. That's a lot of people that matters. What do you mean? I got to pay $3 for a Coors Light? You're like, whoa, easy, buddy, easy. We're here to enjoy the wedding, not have you enjoy a good time here. So, like Tyler,
a tip, keep the change, you filthy animal.
Yeah, we don't getting tips at the wedding now. All right, Tyler. Hope you're doing good out there, man. Happy Sunday to you. Hopefully, we'll see you next week. We'll be in November when we get to next week here. But for right now, we still got one more week. We got Halloween, Johnson, on Friday. So we got your big Niners that came up with a big win Sunday night. We'll get into the Raiders. I don't know what that Little League big performance, and then we'll get into Brian's favorite topic. We'll touch a little bit on the Warriors here as they started opening week. And then we'll, of course, finish with winners and losers, as always, here. So
I'll have to say I'm impressed with the way you guys have played so far. You look like a good team this year.
I mean, we beat you. We beat the Lakers. The Warriors come out to beat the Lakers. Can I just say Steph Curry beat the Nuggets? No, they played well. Eric Gordon versus Curry. Who would have thought? And the Warriors come out victorious at overtime there. And then they say the Blazers said, you know what, we're going to win one for Chauncey, and they ended up winning by 20 points over the Warriors. How do we lose to the Blazers? And everybody's like, well, it's a back-to-back. Well, I don't know. Come on, Chase. I don't know. That's a tough one. But anyways, what do you think, Brian Wright? Off to a decent start. You feel good about it, or is it still Curry heavy?
I'm impressed with the starting lineup. Steven Jackson was saying that before the year that he thinks this is a great starting lineup for the Warriors. So I could agree with Stack Jack on that one.
Well, that's the key, a starting lineup. Case, what's your thoughts of the first week here of the Dubs?
Very exciting. Basketball's back. Curry looks amazing. Butler looks good. He had a very good first game. He had 31. Kuminga looks really, really fresh. He just looks like a different player this year. He sees the floor a lot better. He's passing, more of a willing passer. Horford, I think, is a nice addition for the defense. He can kind of spell green from time to time. He's going to miss games like he did in Portland. He's an old guy, so you got to rest him here and there. So I like the start they have, though. They look like they're already kind of in mid-season form right now. So I know it's only 3 games in, but they look really, really good, man.
Yeah, the Warriors always seem to play well. I always feel like at the beginning of the year. So you know what I mean. I'm always interested with that second kind of. Well, last year they played better in the third quarter of the season. It felt like than the second quarter. Like that second quarter of the season, they struggle with. Tyler saying no more Quentin Post is in the starting lineup. Yeah, Brian, do we know who Quentin Post is? Just real quick.
No.
Be honest. So that's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. We need guys that Johnson knows in the starting lineup. That's a good test.
He's not
I was going to tell you guys this story. So I go to Almanor on last weekend, early on, which is about 4 hours from here. Staying at a buddy's cabin over there, and they have. I mean, it's like kind of think of it like middle of nowhere kind of feel, right? Almanor, you're out there. There's not too many places. There's this one little tiny pizza place that it's Monday night. I'm feeling all good. Go there. We're gonna go watch the games. Go watch the Blue Jays Mariners game. But they only have one pizza. They only have one TV, right? And it's like a big one. Then they have this really tiny one in the room. And Lance has been there many times, and I go, oh, there's a guy in front of the TV watching the football game. I probably can't change it. He goes, oh, I bet I know who that is. And like, so sure enough, it's this guy he knows. And the guy's like, yeah, I don't care about if you change the game. And then I look over to this left, and there's like this 50-year-old woman, this 50-year-old, or the 60-year-old guy. And she goes, no, we're watching Bucks Lions. She's like, and Brian, guess what she said? She said, we were here first. She pulled out the "we were here first" card. And then one of the other guys, he's like, it's game 7. And she's like, we were here first. And then like 5 minutes later, I was like, what's like a smart aleck thing I could say where I'm not a jerk? So I just remember looking at her and I was like, hey, so I was like, what team are you rooting for? She's like, well, I don't really have a team. I just like the guy on the Lions and the quarterback on the Bucks. And she could say that. I thought I was like, that's why I was like to Brian, name 2 players. I was like, you want us to keep the game out of game 7? You need to name at least 1 player from the Detroit Lions to earn any respect from me, lady. But she was there first, Brian, so we had to watch a little Bucks Lions until they left in the middle of the third quarter. that was my story.
Yeah, I worked out at the Roner Park Rec Center, and I was trying to get them to put it on the football game. They had it on a bowling tournament there. So I'm like, why is this on the TV? And then they go to change it. Some guy out of the blue goes, I was watching that. I was here first. So
you should just put it on like the dumbest thing you could think of. And you can just keep saying to people like in the gym, I was here first, buddy.
See, now, don't you guys understand now what I'm saying? Chuck Norris was not that bad of an option, Brian. It was not that bad.
And we continue. Casey's in there. He's got Chuck replays going. He's like, no. Buddy, I was here first to get the. Anyway, that was my funny story from the week with the Alabama there. But yeah, back to the Warriors on that note. As Brian was saying, who the heck's quitting post? We'll see how they do. They do look good though to start the year. They look like. But again, the one thing I'll continue to say, if Brian knows I want to add a pessimistic side to it, is as good. You did say that Kuminga looks better. He does. He took like he's still taking maybe once in a while 4 shot, but as long as he's doing the other things really well, we can give you a 4 shot right once in a while. Yeah. I just still worry though. Are they just too Curry heavy? And I know I don't know. Like that's the one part I need to figure out still is like if he's out of the lineup or it's just not his game. How do they win those games? And that's the part I struggle with a little bit. So especially if your boy isn't stepping up, Casey's boy. We know who that is, right? The Pods man, Brian. If I say Casey's boy, it's the white lefty. That's who you know I'm talking about. All right, from this point on. So let's get what's your thoughts? He's been awful.
He's awful. I know. I told you.
Why are lefties so bad? No, just kidding. Just kidding. Right?
Chris Mullen.
We're the best free throw shooters in the business.
You and Adam were pretty muddy for free throw. I'll give you that. You guys.
He sucks though, man. He plays bad basketball. He misses layups. He's terrible at defending. He's got to be one of the worst defenders in the league. He doesn't even try. He just lets him go. It's one crossover and he's given up. He's like, that's as much as I can do on defense. If you scored, I could understand maybe, but he doesn't do either well. I think Will Richard's going to take his spot, especially Moody. I just think Pajenski, he does not have it, man.
Moody's a trade candidate, definitely in Pods as we move forward here, especially if Richard does step up. If
you can get rid of Pods, get rid of him. If you can find.
Wow, what a change of path here.
What do you mean? I hate Pods.
I thought Pods was the guy you loved.
No, I hate Pajenski.
Maybe it was Tyler's the one that's the Pods guy. I think that's what I'm thinking.
That's not my guy at all.
Tyler, are you the Pods guy? I feel like you might be. I know it's not. I certainly know it's not Adam. Every team relies on their superstar. Well, I know that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying can they win games without their superstar always being having to score all the points. That's my main thing. I'm not saying he doesn't attract defenders and stuff like that, but that to me is the element of a really good team. So Tyler does say he loves him. Do you love him as much as Shanny? Do you love Pods as much as Shanny? That's what we want to see. Brian, what was the thing Tyler said last week that shocked you? Kerr's a better coach than Shanny. Is that what you said, right?
No, he just said he had more confidence in Shanny, which is kind of with the coaching job Shanahan's done so far this year. I almost fell out of my seat when I heard that one.
I'm done. Brian's done with that. That's funny. So just to kind of put a little bow on it, though, the Warriors are 2-1 after the first week. They play those Memphis Grizzlies.
What do you guys think of
tomorrow
the
night.
new starter you have, Al Horford?
I mean, Al's been good. I mean, he
He's
did play. He's definitely an upgrade because he can shoot and he's plays smart basketball. He's a good enough defender to go along with Draymond. That I think it's a big upgrade for them at that position. So maybe that center spot. I still obviously there's a little size that will be an issue at some point, but he's a very smart player, so he'll make up for a lot of those things I was concerned about. So I was really happy with him the first 2 days.
I would say that's probably our biggest weakness, Brian, is our depth and our bigs, because you got Quentin Post, Guy Santos, and I mean that's TJD, Trace Jackson Davis, and it's not none of those guys are going to blow you out of the water here. It's yeah, that's our weak link. It has been for the last 5 years is the big man. So hopefully Al stays healthy. Because I do not trust any of those guys that I just named to play like meaningful minutes this year.
Should we trade Moody for Looney? Should we get Looney back? Moody for Looney?
Trade Pod.
Oh yeah. So first week there in the NBA, Warriors they'll continue their stretch tomorrow. Like we said, so Casey established trade pods immediately 3 games into the season. That part we want to get rid of him.
Rip LeBron a little bit. Who sits out opening night? Come on, man.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
That's sciatica.
And Brian's right. Just play. Brian's right. What are you doing? Come on, just get out there. I love him, Brian. He was hurt, Johnson. All right,
Kobe
so
his head at that one.
Though my only other takeaway from the week was I saw a little bit of Wemby against Dallas, and he made Anthony Davis look like a little baby in that trade. Tyler, we still a fan of? We would have done the Davis Luka trade. Are we still there? 2 games in. Fire Nico chance are coming.
Fire Nico.
Fire, unbelievable. Wouldn't that be like one of the weirdest feelings in the world to be at a stadium there and people are calling for you to be fired?
2 games in.
Like, just imagine the crowd, fire Casey. Like, and you're like, you son of a. He's getting his roid cycle.
Can I get some nachos over here? Please, can I get some nachos?
Now I need nachos over here. Somebody feed me. So you have that as well. So there, we'll see where the Warriors pick up next week through the NBA. But Wemby just, I don't know, 7-3. He's just massive. My gosh, he played unreal this week. So the one game he had versus Dallas was pretty amazing. All right, Johnson, let's get into your Niners real quick as we kind of transition to the NBA. A big win Sunday night. You had to be impressed. They were gritty. Now the Falcons, remember I said they came in with 0 points scored at outdoor stadiums. So there was a little bit of there was that stat going against them. They ended up getting 10. They were up 3-0 for a good chunk of the first half. And then McCaffrey and the offensive line, which we had concerns about, kind of wore down the Falcons. And then the Falcons had that terrible play at the end of the half where he takes where he throws it out of bounds and the clock gets wasted and they don't get the field goal chance. But what did you think of your Niners' big win, I thought, last Sunday?
Yeah, I was kind of having my doubts when it was like all day. It was like the CBS pregame show. Matt Ryan was kind of talking smack, and then it was football night in America. Everybody was like, "How are the Niners going to stop Bijan Robinson?" And stuff like that. And then that was a huge win to pull that out. And, I felt like the running game got going, and they're just a resilient group with all those injuries to still be 5-2. I mean, you'd have to say Kyle Shanahan's coach of the year, him and the Colts coach.
Oh yeah, definitely. The Colts coach would probably be right. Yeah. He'd have to be up right there. They keep destroying everybody. Jonathan Taylor is back. Jonathan Taylor is he the best running back in football right now? Is he better than C-Mac?
No, I don't. I mean, it's close. I think C-Mac's a better receiver.
Still have Barkley, I guess. Bijan. Taylor's putting up maybe the best numbers right now.
What do you think of
Outside of
Jonathan
Bijan.
Taylor's dance, the pulled hammy dance?
It kind of reminds me of that one game that we used to play
Actually,
where you can pull a hamstring and still do like
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu to the left and right. It'd be like
Seriously.
it actually made it more dangerous at times. You could,
If I was
because
a, if I
everybody
was
was
a
trying.
fan, though, I'd be like, God, stop pulling your hand. First time, I was like, oh no. And then I was
It
like,
is.
oh,
It does.
celebration. That's
It does have a little bit of messy with fate. A little bit. I'll give you that. On this.
it.
So yeah, you guys 5-2. The Bucks they lost to the Lions, so they're 5-2.
And some good news coming out of Niner land. They're opening up Brandon Ayuk's practice window next week. So
Nice. So you get him back, and Purdy's still out. What are you hearing from What are you hearing about Purdy?
he keeps improving every week. I think. I think he's probably back week 9 or 10 because
After the bye.
Yeah, because he's practicing every day of the week. It's just they're kind of they don't want to push it. I guess.
Do you think his job is waiting for him, or?
Yeah, it's a tough situation because Mac does look good. It's like sometimes you just want to keep going with the hot hand. If he looks good against Houston today, it's gonna be hard to yank out a quarterback who's hot.
Like if they were 7-2 going into that bye week, you think he comes like? I mean, that's. I mean, you don't want
Casey. They actually play. I was just looking. They actually play. They have 6 more games and then a bye. They have a late bye week 14. But let's say he wins the next 2 games against Houston and at New York, and they're 7-2, like you said, getting ready for a Sunday game versus the Los Angeles Rams. Like, let's say he gets 2 more weeks, or do you think like it's Shanahan says no, we need to bring Purdy back next week against the Giants, get you ready for against the Rams. So it'll be interesting what happens. Like if the Niners do win these next 2 weeks, that might be the biggest storyline outside of you guys being the most resilient team. Would be, is there any controversy, especially if Jones plays well?
Yeah, exactly. I just think he fits Shanahan's system perfectly. He makes those throws Shanahan wants.
Yeah, he's very quick at processing. I didn't really know, like, I obviously didn't watch much of him in New England, and kind of had tough time in the last couple of years, but he actually seems like he reads the field pretty well. I mean, it's not like anything like totally impressive, but I mean, definitely can make an offense move. It's been a little sluggish, I think, the last couple of weeks, but he's also been pretty banged up too. I'm sure that's a part of it, but I don't know. I mean, it'd be interesting if you and the Rams are 7-2 at the same time, and if Purdy, I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be a storyline to follow all year, I think.
Yeah,
kind of an odd Monday night game I see on the 24th, Monday, the November, is you guys versus Carolina. It's kind of an odd Monday night game, and then they actually have you guys versus Indianapolis in December, close to Christmas time.
Wow,
so you got that on too, and then you guys are playing the Bears on NBC. So, so Niners big game today versus the Texans. What do you like? You like them to pull it out in Houston?
Yeah, I mean it's a tough defense, but Jordan Moxton from the Ohio show said that I guess Houston Texans have the second most missed tackles. Yeah, they have the least amount of points given up, but I think there's something we could kind of, expose of their defense.
What's the score?
I think we're going to win 31-17. I don't think it's going to be really close. I think
wow, Mac attack.
A lot of points.
Bold prediction, but I think we get our first interception of the year. I think CJ Stroud throws 2 interceptions today.
Whoa! Not even 1, people. We're getting 2. What do you think, Case?
Do you want the Niners to win today or lose? Because it depends on my prediction, right?
You did pick the win last week, and that was right. So.
I mean, Houston, their offensive line is atrocious. I think the Niners defense is good enough to pull this one out. I see say 17-10 Niners. I don't think it's going to be very high scoring. I don't know.
I'm going to say 24-21 Niners. I think the Niners do win. They go 6-2, right?
Look at Brian. Look how happy we made him.
Look, he's like happy. He's happy.
Across the hands and everything.
You know what doesn't make me happy?
Here, and if my team's winning, I'm always in a good mood. So
That's good. We haven't been in a good mood in 24 years.
This Brian, this sums up how I feel about the Raiders.
This word. I really do. I hate it.
Oh yeah,
They
I saw
suck.
it. It was
Wow. The
funny.
Raiders suck. The coaches suck. The players suck. Everybody in that bill, they suck. And I'm pissed off. You hear me, Lo? I hear you. I hate using this word. I really do. I hate it. They suck. The Raiders suck.
He said it better. He said it great. Thank you
Bill
thanks you, Bill. Bill Romanowski. Tyler, just by the way, Brian, he's got Texas 21, Niners 19. So
that's why he's my partner. He's always Mr. Pessimistic.
Well, I mean, we can't pick them to win every game. They have to lose one. I mean, there has to be.
Brian,
something there.
they've already lost 2.
No Bryce Huff. Oh, that does hurt a little bit. He's been good for you guys, and you got no Pearsall, but you guys have been overcoming the games. You get a nice cupcake schedule, and they're doing a good job with it so far. Kyle Shanny leading the way there with it. But Case, did you see my bill? I just said, he basically this team sucks. Is the audio I played up there?
I was hoping to see
There's the.
I hate using this word. I really do. I hate it. They suck. Wow. The Raiders suck. The coaches suck. The players suck. Everybody in that bill, they suck. And I'm pissed off. You hear me,
I
Lo?
agree. It's awful. When my dad brought up the reference or watching the game, I haven't heard this one for a while. He goes, man, it's when they're playing the Chiefs. He goes, man, it's like watching the Harlem Globetrotters play the Washington Generals.
I mean, at what point? I mean, I don't want. We spent a little too much. We spent a lot of time on it last week, but we kind of come out what we're saying. Literally, don't score a touchdown. Don't even get a field goal on the board. I mean, they take out Mahomes with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. They're running the ball. The Chiefs are willing to take a knee with 3 minutes left just to put the ball back so they don't have to deal with any injury. I mean, talk about a scrimmage-like feel. I mean, a pathetic effort. Like, those are like the games where it's like, literally, you could have just stayed home, saved everybody a lot of time and money, and just not been there. I mean, they're not better. There's nothing from that game where they can say that was a positive.
No. Well,
nothing.
AJ Cole.
The punter's great. Him and the long snapper were on their game.
He had 3.
Yeah, my theory is always if your punter makes the Pro Bowl, you're gonna have a bad year.
Brian, the guy punted it on the 2, the 4, and the 8, and they drove 98 yards, 95 yards, and 92 yards. I think it doesn't matter if you put them on the half-inch line; they're still going to go the whole field. I mean, the most ridiculous stat from that game is the Chiefs had 30 first downs, and the Raiders ran 30 offensive plays.
And look at from Tyler Atkins brings in 31 points for the Chiefs on 30 offensive plays for the Raiders. Like, I mean, they didn't even. I mean,
first downs for Geno. And I heard they brought Kenny Pickett in the first play he fumbles.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Not a good sign. We need AOC back. Apparently, we need O'Connell.
Derek Carr, come back.
Derek Carr back.
See, Darren, do you appreciate how good he was now? I really do.
I hate it. They suck.
They suck. They suck. Thank you, Bill, for that this week.
Do you appreciate Derek Carr now a little bit more, Darren?
Well, I always thought like the same thing about it. I always thought he gave us a better chance to win, but it wasn't. Ultimately, it was only going to result in about 8 wins a year. And I
He's
just was getting
than these guys, though. He's way better.
Absolutely, he's better than these guys. He's better than Balbino. He's better than AOC. He's better than Kenneth Pickett. Like, he's better than most of these guys. I mean, like, but over a period of time, I also realized he wasn't the guy to that level. But that's all I meant by that.
So maybe he was raising us up way more than we thought. This is how bad these guys are.
It's awful.
It's terrible. They have no promise. Like, I mean, us, the Jets, at least the Titans have a quarterback. The Jets, at least we know they're going to be awful. Like, they're probably going to get the first pick overall. I don't know where we're at. I mean, we're going to be top 5 and get what? I don't know. An offensive lineman, hopefully. Because this offensive line is terrible. Like, these guys cannot do anything. Like, Powers Johnson, Glaze, Donuts. I mean, these guys are just terrible. It's
We
not
do.
even good. It's like awful to watch. It's like as much as Gino is not playing good, believe me, it's like it's all coming down at the same time right now.
Where's Tyler at? Is there any middle linebackers? Is there
Oh
anybody
my
in the
God,
draft that I can
Roberts, 52 on the Raiders, is the worst linebacker I've ever
He was a
seen.
nice guy though. He was letting those guys go wherever he wanted
Did
to.
you see the Travis Kelsey play when he's like, "I'm just gonna stop running with the guy"?
Oh my, Brian, I'm so jealous of your guys' linebacker situation. It's not even close. With how that goes, I just wanted to get into some of the other games real quick today.
Please.
Dolphins, Falcons, Jets, Bengals.
I hear Kirk Cousins is starting over Penix.
Yeah,
Man, what happened to Tua? Man, trash now.
brain
I mean,
dead.
he had a brain dead. Jeez. How do you really feel? Can Keanu Reeves continue to keep up the good work for the Bengals? Mr. Flacco, can he continue there? Jamar Chase, Browns, Patriots, Giants, Eagles, Bills, Panthers. Panthers 4-3.
How about them Panthers, Brian?
Wow, those Wild Kittens. Giving you a little Casey, are we giving Casey a little push? Bears, Ravens. Mars, is he still out? I think that's what I've been hearing. 1-5, Johnson. A bad season with the Ravens. That doesn't happen very often. So maybe we all have to appreciate that.
Do you think John Harbaugh would be seriously on the hot seat if they didn't make the playoffs?
Nah, not this year. But I agree, he should be fired. He's not a good coach.
Go to the Raiders. Fire Pistol Pete. You get there. Raiders. And then we got with only 3 afternoon games. You got Bucs, Saints. Brian, that's a massive game. Then you got Cowboys, Broncos, Titans, Colts. I guess Cowboys, Broncos would be your choice there in the afternoon.
What did you guys make out of that Russell Wilson, Sean Payton thing? Did you think that was a cheap shot? You guys, did you hear it?
It probably was an unnecessary shot, but I don't know if it was a cheap shot. I think what my thing is, Russell Wilson is a very sensitive person to that stuff, and Sean Payton doesn't give a crap. That's kind of my like. He comes from the Bill Parcells school of knocks a little bit, and he's definitely not Bill Parcells, but he definitely has a little bit of arrogance to him too. And Russell Wilson he's a team player, but he's also a little. He gives me snob kind of vibes a little bit too.
Yeah. Brian, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think he got a little bit too sensitive on that.
Really? So a lot of people took Russell Wilson's side. You guys are taking Sean Payton's side. It's kind of interesting.
I'm taking Peyton's side. I'm not taking Russell Wilson's side anymore. We're out.
Denver tenure that he had over there was a disaster for Russell Wilson.
Let it ride, Johnson. Let it ride.
Hashtag let's ride. Let's ride.
Let's ride. That's what we wanted from there. Yeah. So, anyways, that was part of that. What
about the Vikings? I mean, they were supposed to be a team that won now. I mean, do you think they're regretting a little bit going with McCarthy and maybe not trying to re-sign Darnold? Because Darnold's looking good with Seattle.
Oh, they definitely should have probably considered that. I've always been suspect of McCarthy. But McCarthy's out. They've had Carson in the last few weeks, right? And then I know he had to come in. So we'll see if he comes back healthy.
Wentz, man, that guy looked like he was playing with like one arm last week. God, he was just getting annihilated left and right. I was like if anyone wants to play quarterback, that's what you have to look forward to. Because, man, I was watching, man. Those guys do take some shots, man.
They do massive shots. What do you think, Packers, Steelers? Pack win?
I don't know. In my pick, I picked an upset here. The Steelers to beat the Packers.
I think Aaron Rodgers comes in. Old Man River pulls it out.
Nobody hug him, though, Johnson. Nobody hug him. No hugging allowed. No touching. And then the Chiefs get another easy game. The Commanders with Daniels out. They get them on a Monday night. So I'm going to call it easy. That's what I'm going to say. They look good again. I mean, they look dangerous. Are they the best team in the NFL?
Probably right now, yeah.
Man, after they started 0-2, they're now the best team already in the NFL.
I mean, what would you say, the Colts, Eagles?
I mean, you can't say the Bills yet.
No, the Bills have been struggling lately. I would say Colts, Eagles, Chiefs.
And the Eagles feel a little off to start the year, too. So,
I mean, I guess if you want to throw in the Chargers, I don't know if you feel confident about them, but
How about
No,
how
the
about
Colts dismantling them last week.
they've been good? How about the Broncos with the 33-point
I
fourth
hate the
quarter?
Broncos.
33-point fourth quarter though.
I
Come
can't-
on, Giants. What are you doing?
God.
What are you doing? How do you blow that game? I don't understand how they lose that one. Patriots, are they in the discussion, Johnson, for best team of the 5-2? The pass are they back?
Adam wants some respect to put on his Patriots.
And also respect.
Aren't Patriots fans disgusting? They're like, it's been a long time since we've been in the playoffs. Shut your mouth, 2000. Stop your whining. Quit your whining. Patriots fans, it's like they come out of the woods every once in a while. Just like go back in the forest. Like,
Go back to your shit.
Go back to your shit.
I just saw this little NFL. I was thinking because the Raiders were pissing me off this week. I was like, what coaches would I want like on the team or being the Raiders coach just for media asset? And to be the guy number one would be Mr. Dicka.
As much as we know we want it. We want it that much. I think we became a team today. We became a team. Get your mouth shut. Get your mouth shut, jerk. Dick you. See that? That's your IQ, buddy. 0. Hold up. Turn over, son. No, I'd rather talk to him. Mike, I know I'm smarter than that son. I'm happy for Steve, and I told him I'm proud of him. I tell you what.
Oh, I thought that was good stuff just to get us a little. That's your IQ, buddy. That's your IQ.
Kicking and screaming when he's like, his wife's like, "You're smoking." I'm not smoking.
Yeah, he's like, he's in the house. He's in the house. And then he hands it to it. Doesn't he hand it to Will Ferrell at some point? And he hands it to him with it. So I thought that was a funny video.
We need a coach like that. He was great. I love Mike Ditka.
All right, Johnson. We're at that time of the show. Before we get to winners and losers a week, what's your Halloween movies? How many of you watched now at this point before Halloween started? I know you're big.
I've watched the first 3 Scream movies, and then I watched the first 3 Halloween movies so far. So,
which one is the scariest? Which one? Is there any scary ones?
Halloween is more scary than Scream is.
All right. I'll give that to you.
Michael Myers.
Casey, I know Hocus Pocus was a tough one for you.
That was tough. Salem. Brian loved that.
The one said my favorite scary movie would be Tremors. I'm like, I don't know about that.
I thought you'd like that.
Not it either. You got
Kevin Bacon? Come on.
Kevin Bacon. You were never a fan of Chucky, if I recall.
Chucky was scary. No.
Yeah.
That put me in the nightmares. God, I hate it.
A doll with a knife? What are you talking about?
The scariest movie I've ever seen was Stephen King's Silver Bullet. It's about werewolf. It was pretty fun.
That was about C minus. So I know you're a big movie buff guy.
The Ring was one of the scariest movies I saw. The lady jumped out of the TV. That one kind of freaked me out.
Yeah, I've never seen that. That stuff's got. I would never want to watch that stuff.
The movie Smile, for some reason, is kind of creepy. It's just like some random people just get big ass smiles and look hella creepy. That movie is kind of like just very imaging. The one with the clown is probably up there for me. That one's scary. It's like I don't know, just clowns. Like I feel like Kramer. I hate clowns. Can't stand clowns. I mean, there's a few others. Amulet, which is a pretty crazy movie. That one's pretty scary. You guys aren't. Brian, you watch them. Darren, you're not much of a scary movie guy, huh?
No.
Yeah. Toy Stories, as far as you go, I'm sure.
Even that could be a little. That could be a little intense too. That could be. That could be a little much for me, Casey. Don't do that to me.
Do you have any of your favorites?
Silver Bullet's about like a priest who like turns into a werewolf at night. It's like the process of him going from priest to werewolf is like the most sinister music, and it's pretty terrifying.
Darren, you got some?
No, not the. Yeah, what do you got for winners and losers this week, Brian? Let's get it go with us. Where do you want to start?
I'm gonna go loser of the week. I'm gonna go Otani kind of mocking the fans out in Toronto when they're like, "We don't want you." I thought that was
That was good. So you got winner. So that they end up winning game one. We didn't get into that very much. They end up losing last night, a 5-1 on Yamamoto. Pretty special performance.
Unreal.
There with it. He was winner of the week for you, Case.
I got a couple. VJ Edgecombe from Baylor. Obviously, man, playing for the Sixers now. Had 34 points in his debut, which is super impressive. I think it's the third most all time. And then I got to go with Steph Curry. Man, just guy still can do it at 37 years old. And honestly, I think he's somehow got better, if that's even possible. And then, I would say our nice JV varsity team, nice 2-0 week. So, yeah, we got 3 winners of the week. So, I was proud of the boys. Came around with the dubs.
Tyler had a few. I'll go his winners and losers that he sent me earlier in the week. Aaron Rodgers, he thinks is throwing a Hail Mary 70 yards tonight. I think that's going to be, he says that's a big one. Who had a better facelift, the Warriors by adding Jimmy Butler or Kris Jenner? Is his other takeaway from the week.
Warriors on that.
He did have the Warriors, but he had Jimmy Butler with the facelift. He's got Russell Wilson clapping back at Sean Payton. He thinks that was good for Russell Wilson, so me and Brian are on the opposite. Sharks have become, if nothing, exciting to watch, celebrating with a hat trick. And then he says Mackenzie Dem cheeks, making everyone a fan. Apparently, I guess I think I know what he's referred to with UFC. And then he says those are his winners of the weeks. Losers, the Raiders, that he mentioned. And then a loser of the week as well, Tyler. I was going to say it as well. Billups, Rozier, Jones, all arrested by the FBI for gambling Johnson and maybe some illegal poker games, it sounds like, along the way. So a lot happening in the NBA. I guess that's what happens when you open it up to gambling, though, full circuit like that, right?
Yeah.
There's a better chance of that stuff happening and probably harder.
That's crazy, man. I couldn't believe that, really. I mean, I do and I didn't, but.
How did we lose to a team that just got their coach arrested? How do we lose? Come on.
That Saturday game, but without the rest.
They got motivated. They're like, all right, let's do this right. We saw our coach.
Tiago Splitter.
They all go to handcuffs, too.
Do you know the coach's name now?
Is it Splitter?
Tiago Splitter.
No, he's the head coach now?
Yeah.
That's insane. I can't believe he's the coach. That's crazy.
Do you remember who he played for?
Yeah, the Spurs.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I remember that. That's funny. I didn't think about that.
He's the world's tallest coach. He's massive.
He's the world's tallest coach. So they end up those were good losers of the week there for Tyler on that side. What do you got for loser of the week, Brian?
My loser of the week is the whole, posting all these photos of Madison Beer and Justin Herbert at a Lakers game. It's like, we get it. Like, somebody kind of mocked him and said, how could Madison Beer be into Justin Herbert? He's only worth $250 million.
Herbert is worth probably even more than that with endorsements and all that too. He's probably worth like $350 million. Yeah. I mean, when you have hair like that, Johnson, you can get anything you want of that. That's what do you got, Casey, for loser of the week?
Raiders, man. It's very depressing. It's just not even. I don't know. The best part this week is they have a bye, so you don't have to seduce ourselves to this crap that we watch all week. It's just
get a nice Sunday to rest.
Yeah, just Sunday to rest. Go work out, push the weights, get buff, get ready for those 100 push-ups I got to do at the end of the year. I don't see too much light.
We still have a chance. Come on, we still have a chance.
Unless Mac Jones and Brock Purdy all get injured, but yes, we may have a chance.
They have to all get hurt.
But then they'll put Christian McCaffrey at quarterback, and they'll probably still be better than the Raiders.
How about for loser of the week? What I had, but it was earlier. Those Seattle Mariners. Oh boy. Oh, Johnson, never been to a World Series. Golden opportunity headed back to. You're up 2-0 to start. Then you lose the next two. You win Game 5 at home. You got 6 and 7, a chance to make your first World Series. Up 3-1. Game 7, the 7th inning. And George Springer hits the home run and prevents the Mariners from
So
making their
somebody
first
was
World
being
Series.
interviewed by the Mariners player, and then you could hear in the background, who Rodriguez yelling or something, getting pissed off. So
Did they have trash cans in that Toronto?
No trash cans in there. No George in there. And then the 9th inning with 2 outs, the dumper could have been up to give them a chance for the lead, right? Like Rodriguez is up. He strikes out, but literally no strikes were thrown in the at-bat. It's like, come on, man. Like, he literally threw 6 balls and he struck out. Like, come on, what are we doing here? Oh, man.
I mean, how annoying is that Aquaman stick thing?
What?
Brian,
Who's Aquaman? Oh, no, what's he talking about?
The home run.
He has
oh, yeah. I thought we were talking. I gotcha. I see.
Ariel's dad.
Ariel's father. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the Aquaman stick for the Mariners when they home.
That is Ariel's dad.
It was Ariel's dad. They stole it from him. They went down to the sea and got it. I was kind of rooting for the Blue Jays, and people are like, "How you root for the Blue Jays?" I was like, "I've never really been a big Mariners fan. I guess I don't know. Like, I don't hate them by any means. There's times I'd like to. I wasn't going to be pissed if they made the World Series or anything like that. But Brian, do you have still a little hatred for the Mariners in you, or no, not at all?
Yeah, I don't know. They're that team in the division that I outside of the Angels, I have the most hatred. I mean, this Ichiro back in the day throwing out
I felt like the Rangers we liked. It was automatic dubs. We liked the Rangers. We liked the Rangers.
Yeah.
Watched the Montreal Expos documentary.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. My news of the week is, their government had a chance to save the team and finance a stadium, and they just wouldn't do it. It just really sucked.
Well, we know what that feels like, right? We know what that feels like here. I wanted to, before we kind of get out, Case, did you do your winner? You did your winner, right? So,
yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if Canadian, people are, the tariffs or people are upset about that, if they're pulling for Canada, or we'll see how this goes.
Do you think if Donald, will they go to the White House? Will they go to the White House? That's a big one. We love Canada.
Opposition.
We love Canada. It's a great place. What a country. We're happy to be there. What a great baseball team.
Some beautiful blondes over there.
Hey, George Springer, by the way, he got his 23rd home run in postseason history. I think they said it's his 5th for the lead, later in the game or something like that. I saw it too, which is kind of crazy. He passed. Did you see who he passed?
Yeah, Manny.
He was kind of.
He's behind Manny and Jose. That's what he's doing.
Good old Bernie. Playoff Bernie. Here's his home run. 1996 here, or excuse me, 99 against the Braves here.
Down the line and right. Goodbye. 4-1 New York here in the 8th.
Bernie was kind of like Springer in that regard. That's why when my buddy asked me, I was like, it's got to be Bernie Williams. I just remember him being like, he was a good player in the regular season, no doubt about it. But his postseason numbers just for that period of time were he was like a whole different player. Remember that, Johnson?
Yeah, I would definitely say he's the Robert Horry of baseball. He would just have those clutch hits and just kill you.
Johnson, I like that. Scott Brocious. Let's not put Bernie on Scott. No,
he won the World Series MVP.
Oh, come on.
Was he in that segment with George Costanza hitting the home run?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, he's in there with it. You can't have him there with that, Casey. Come on.
He did win the World Series MVP.
He was top 20 in MVP voting basically from 96 to 2002, and then he kind of dropped off a little bit after that. He batted 300, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight years in the 90s. So obviously solid player along the way. What did he end up with? I want to see how many hits. He ended up with 2,336 hits, Bernie Williams. So let me see his playoffs. But in the playoffs, he won the ALCS in the playoffs, and they played obviously a ton of playoff games. He had 128 RBIs, 22 home runs, and 80 RBIs. So yeah, pretty clutch with Bernie Williams there along the way. But all right, guys, good show. Brian, feel better. Game. All right, now Brian's coming down with it. See if Brian's Niners go to 6-2. Case, have a good week, my friend. All right, keep working out there with it. We'll see you guys next week. Tyler will be back as well. We'll see you next week. Fatboy FadeAway in the books.